Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be following Draga1's trend and upgrading this old laptop here with an SSD. So let's just... that's probably not a good sign. Let's just go ahead and get started, I guess. Now, I apologize in advance for the shaky camera, but how long has that been sitting unscrewed in there? Wait, is it? No, it's just... okay. Well, sorry about the shaky camera. I don't have a tripod for this phone, so... yeah. Let me go ahead and grab the SSD. Now, something you might notice is that this hard drive has this little connector up here, which is actually IDE. So, how am I going to get an SSD in here unless I buy a special SSD? Well, that's because it's technically not a real SSD, but I think it should still get the job done. So in case you don't understand what's going on here, this is a compact flash card, which is 32 gigabytes, and a compact flash adapter here. And now it's not even going to focus on it. Hopefully you can see that better. So installation of this SSD, quote unquote, in the laptop should be anyway, pretty trivial, as long as I don't break the pins off before I even get it in there. So it already has the adapter on it, so no need for this, and the old hard drive, which has lots of memories on it still, will get loaded into a safety bag, pictured here. Now, the one problem I foresee with this setup, which I actually didn't think about until I started filming, is this. The bracket. This might not actually... So it looks like it might fit perfectly in there. Let's find out. Okay, so as you can hopefully see down there, is our IDE adapter. Now I'm not quite sure which way the IDE goes in there, the hard drive, or SSD rather. So, oh boy. I presume if I plug it in the wrong way it won't damage anything, but maybe I should check how the normal drive goes in there. God damn it, I've already done it. If it'll even focus on it. Come on. Damn it. Okay, so comparing the hard drive and the SSD, it looks like they go in the same way. So, gotta make sure I put them in the same way as they go in while they're in the bracket. So the hard drive goes in just like this and goes right in, so that's how this is gonna have to go in there. Yeah. Now, a slight problem with doing it this way, which I haven't really thought about, is shorting issues. Shouldn't really be having them, but there's this thing, which I presume has components that might short out, or something up here might short out. It really shouldn't, and there really shouldn't be any concern, but actually, no, there shouldn't be any concern. I'm just going to do it without. If it breaks, I'll let you know. Now, the biggest problem I have is I don't even know if that's in there. No, it's not. The problem I have is aligning that connector with my hands. So, instead, I'm going to have to employ the power of wire cutters. This is going to end horribly. It's in. And thanks to gravity and these nuts right here, those 4 little pins down there won't short on anything, and neither will that board down there. So that worked out great. Now I just have to... ah, shit. Who needs brackets anyway, right? Well, time to install Ubuntu 16.04, if it even focuses. I think I turned autofocus off, so that's a bit of a slight problem. Alright. My god. Alright, let's install. Now you probably notice some lines on the screen. Just ignore those. Those are completely normal. Trust me. Shit. What? Wait. Where is the USB? Hold on. It's not even an option. I hate old BIOS. The answer is a gun. What? Wait, what? Oh, hold on. What? No! Damn it. Shit. Damn it. Oh god, it's dying. Everything is dying. No. And if that don't work, use more gun. Now I'm really hoping that the battery doesn't die on this while I'm... No. Well, shit. Now that could just be it assuming that the battery is dead because, I don't know, the battery is pretty old. That could be it presuming the battery is dead because it's blinking orange, 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 green on the computer itself, but I don't know. I just plugged it in, so let me go ahead and reboot it, make sure that the BIOS detects the adapter. I don't see why it wouldn't. Considering it's flashing while it's off, that means that the charger is at least being... Maybe. Let me look. Now that I think back, the system was giving me warnings that the battery was going dead. Unknown device installed. I don't have my other charger on me right now, so this is gonna have to do. So for now, we can safely ignore this warning. Fuck. You would think that a BIOS like this would at least be able to recognize a CD, DVD, ROM drive and boot from that if there's no operating system on the quote-unquote SSD. Unless the SSD isn't being recognized at all, which could very well be the case. In which case I'm going to have even worse of time. So yeah, I did crack down and get the Windows XP CD, so that this should work since this computer has a Windows XP license printed right on the bottom, which I, thinking back, probably should have covered up. I'm sure nobody's going to steal my copy of Windows XP. Alright, so there's our SSD, which is showing up as 30 gigabytes. I guess that's alright. Oh god. What are all these options? I guess format it Ntfs quick. Okay. Does this mean it's installing now? So it's been going for a while now, and it actually hasn't been going that fast, but it should be fine. It's still faster than a normal hard drive anyway, because there's no seek time on a quote-unquote SSD, or a compact flash card. That, and I expect this compact flash card is pretty old, maybe say 2009, maybe older, I'm not sure. I'll have to go look on the SSD card, or I can English today, the compact flash card label and see the year it was made. Maybe newer compact flash cards would be faster, I guess. Either way, there's no getting that compact flash card out of the adapter. It's way too stuck in there. Just finishing up here, and it should restart, and we'll get to see the fruits of our labor. My labor. In the meantime, I'm gonna take apart this bracket here and see if I can get it stuck back on there somehow. What? Wait, what? Why does it keep restarting? Okay, I'm just gonna let this sit here for a second. System not booting. Irons time. Oh, now it's not even gonna get past that part. Okay, there we go. Oh god. Oh, that's not good sounding. And it still doesn't detect it. What the fuck? Okay, so I broke out my actual Hiren's DVD, so let's see what happens. Boot from hard drive. Partition table not recognized. Partition table, wow. The BPB hidden sector should not be 0 for hard disk partition boot sec. Maybe I have to reinstall it. Maybe the partitions got screwed up. What I should do first is actually boot into... Oh wait, this one doesn't work if I remember. Well, I can't go out of it now. Back to main menu. I don't know if this is going to work. Seems to have problems when doing this, but let's try it again. Actually, wait a minute. I can just boot into Mini Windows XP to do this. Oopsie. So this could be why Windows XP was crashing and relaunching and crashing and relaunching. I don't know if this card adapter is any good. I just found it at a recycle center, which actually could explain it. I was checking out some old computers, not this one in case you're wondering, and I just found it sitting there in a laptop, so I pulled it out and here we are. And if it's actually bad, then that would explain the lack of booting. It does, however, appear to be booting Windows XP Mini with no problems. Also, if I want to keep this laptop in as original condition as possible, if I want to get this off, I'd have to remove this piece of tape here, which kind of ruin it. But I don't care. Oh. Here we are. And I can actually see the screen better on my phone than I can on the actual LCD, so Okay. This trackpad is weird. There's no G parted, so low level format tool. I think this is, well, it detected the flash drive, which I had high-runs on, which I don't need high-runs on anymore. And it detected the compact flash adapter, so that's good. Actually, no, right, crystal disk info doesn't work. Let's try disk view. Oh, except that doesn't work. That doesn't do what I think it is. In case you can tell, I'm really terrible at this kind of thing. Okay, here we go. So, here is a bad button. It has 1K cache. Erase 2 minutes. Security off. Frozen. That, okay. Error log, self-test. 1K, LA off. Well, there are some specs about it, at least. I'm presuming most of those are faked because it's an adapter, not a real hard drive. So I guess now I should probably... Oh, I can't do it through there. Damn it. I keep forgetting how Hiren's boot CD even works. There's a better way of doing this, which I'll do right now. Derek's boot nuke. See, F2 to learn about Debian. Start in interactive mode. That would probably be best. Booting kernel, wait 60 seconds, the computer hangs here, troubleshooting, F4 at the boot prompt. Okay. It's loaded, it's starting D-wipe. Shit. Okay. Disks and partitions, I guess F10 to start, then finish with non-fatal errors is usually caused by disks with bad sectors. Send the log file, save the log, Debian finished, enter, oh. So that's it then, I guess. Shit, I missed the DVD CD prompt. Well, let's see if it boots from it. It shouldn't. Or it should do the same thing it was having before. I actually seem to remember Drago was having problems with this too. When he was using an SD card, Windows wouldn't format it correctly, so he had to format it in a different computer, which could actually explain why Windows XP didn't install to it. Then again, it could just be a bad card or a bad hard drive or many issues. Oh, now it's doing the same thing it was doing before. Fuck. So I've actually decided to take this up a step with Vista for Business. Would that be considered taking it down a step? Hell if I know. All I know is at this point, I'm tired of dealing with XP. It's not a bad operating system, and I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying stuff like that, but it's just not supported by a lot of things anymore. For instance, you can't install Windows XP on SATA, or I couldn't because I don't have SATA drivers. Windows Vista 7 and later support SATA, and that's why they work on modern machines. Again, it could be my motherboard, it could be because I'm using a modded BIOS to support AHCI rather than just IDE, which I think was all that my board supported. I don't know. Point is, Windows XP is an aged operating system, and although it is nice and fast and I like it, it's a really nice operating system, it's just not very supported anymore. Right now I'm trying to put the cover back on the HD bay, which I actually managed to get off from the bracket. Oh boy, that's loose. I'm gonna have to install a bracket onto that, or a screw onto that to keep it safe. But let's wait until the installation finishes to do that. Okay, we got a cursor. Got a very weird moving cursor. Not a whole lot else. Oh, here we go. Yes, Windows Vista. Language to install. Oh. Time and currency format. Okay. I'm guessing it's just a single language DVD. Otherwise, it would have installed the Japanese pack. Don't ask why. Otaku at heart, man. Also, don't know why I'm getting these lines down the screen. I'm guessing it's just the refresh rate of this laptop, which I think is... I don't know, it should be 60. 60 hertz, 75 hertz, maybe. Maybe the camera is recording at an odd frame rate, I don't know. And this is my magical error message. No drivers were found. Click load driver to provide a mass storage driver for installation. This is why I was going for Linux first, as it contains pretty much every driver it would need right in the frickin' disk. And I'm actually surprised XP managed to find it, but Windows Vista can't. Which goes to show that it's crap. Unfortunately, I don't have the driver for this card. So this is probably where it ends. Unless I can find a Ubuntu DVD or make one. Or do something else. Don't count on the something else part. I don't actually have any steps beyond this. So I actually managed to find a Linux distro to install on here. It's Linux Mint, but hey, it might work. It should work. And when I actually get an Ubuntu DVD, later on, I'll upgrade the system. All I hope is that Grub recognizes the SSD and installs drivers for it as needed. It should. Sorry this video is going to be really unedited and slow, but it's at least somewhat edited when my last video wasn't. If anyone saw my last video. Okay. Go faster. Go faster? Okay, I guess it is going faster. Next minute. And the system's frozen, most likely. Great. Jesus, that fan is loud. Holy shit. Probably gonna have to replace it if I want to use this as some kind of modern web browsing machine. I was originally going to use this as a TeamViewer server to, well, sign into my local network from wherever I am, because yay for abusing free services. I could use LogMe and Hamachi for that, but I've had bad experiences with Hamachi, and TeamViewer is actually much simpler to use. So what I'm going to do here is start in compatibility mode. Casper, of course. This kernel requires an x86-64 CPU, but only detected an i686 CPU. Well, shit. I didn't realize this DVD was 64-bit only. And that's the problem with a lot of my DVDs. They are 64-bit only. So I'm out of options here. I'm going to have to burn another DVD or find a flash drive to install onto. So while I'm waiting to burn a DVD, I'm actually going to start Windows XP installing again. Just in case, I don't know, it works better somehow this time? Maybe? I don't have high hopes for this working, but it's a good option at this point. Okay, so the first bit of good news so far is I appear to have found a mini.iso, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Ubuntu for, or Debian, sorry, the small image for Debian. And actually, here's the Debian net installer and other things. Anyway, I'm going to try installing this and see if it works, and stop bumping the tripod. And in the meantime, speed reading. So it says it formatted Ntfs, but I don't believe it. Let's delete that and install Ntfs, and I'm actually going to format it fully and see how fast it goes. The actual HD utility we looked at earlier said it formats in 2 minutes. And indeed, it is going quite fast, so time to get these two things started. So for quick confirmation, I booted the image up in VMware, and as it turns out, it is Ubuntu, so that's cool. Hopefully we'll be getting some of that in here, as well as this. It's still going. It's kind of stuck on something. Oh, no, it's not. And I do have a Windows embedded POS ready disk in case that all fails. And after that, I'll give up. So we got a lot of options. Okay, so as you can see, if I don't drop the window, it's finished. It's just synchronizing the cache to verify, which I don't need to do because I'm pretty sure my DVD burner is flawless. So now that this is finished, I have a bit of a decision to make. Do I want to install XP again and see if it still fails, or do I just want to skip straight to Ubuntu? This is not going to finish anytime soon, so you can see what option I'm going to choose. What's that? Windows was unable to copy a file off the DVD, just copied it off the Ubuntu disk. Oh, retry, enter. Nope, okay. Fuck you. The computer will reboot in 14 seconds. Sure will. Jeez, that's loud. Okay. Install. Unfortunately, this isn't a live CD like I thought it was. I guess it couldn't be because it's a net installer, but if I remember correctly, this is for this laptop, or a variant of this laptop, which is even worse. Which unfortunately I don't have anymore to demonstrate. Okay, English, United States. Try to have your keyboard layout detected by pressing a series of keys. Yes. Press one of these. Y. W. No, 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 no. Yes. International. Okay, I guess. Or maybe it's US Intel. I don't know. Detecting, configuring. This may take some time, especially if it doesn't have an internet connection, which it probably doesn't. And can you say advanced prep? I can't because I forgot to put a Wi-Fi card in this. It should already have a Wi-Fi card in it, it just doesn't work, or it wasn't detected by the previous installations of Windows. Which could mean it's dead, I don't know. Okay, continue. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna have to get an Ethernet cable. Alright, I connected an Ethernet cable and I actually turned on the light, so you should be able to see what's happening now. Let's retry. And as expected, it should work flawlessly, thanks to my Ethernet box here, which that's fairly new, so I also don't know what distro this is running. That shouldn't be a problem because it should just find everything right away, but I would prefer to know what command set and all that I'm working with and what kernel in that. Not that I know what kernel current Ubuntu is. Okay, it can do the configuration perfectly fine. And if we look at the box here, not that it will actually focus on it, and I'm afraid to touch the button because it'll knock the camera out of balance. No, it's not going to focus on it either. Anyway, as the box indicates, it is connected and it is somewhat taxing the network. So I guess I'll have to configure it manually. Hooray! Hate this keyboard. That's one thing I don't miss about this laptop. 213. That'll work. That'll work. That works. Okay. Something tells me this isn't gonna work. Oh. Except it immediately does once I hit the record button. That's... wow. Okay. Enter the host name for the system. Domain name I don't need. United States. Usually your country code, okay. Okay. Now we're downloading release files. It's not pinging on the Wi-Fi adapter any. Maybe I shouldn't have used Wi-Fi for this. Maybe I should just move this laptop over to the other room and connected it with Ethernet. Or piggybacked it off my desktop, which is connected to Wi-Fi and working flawlessly. Maybe this video wasn't such a good idea after all, as it's probably going to be a fail video. Why did I choose such an old laptop to do this with? Oh yeah, because I don't have any other laptops on hand right now. And this one is most deserving of a SSD. My precious. It's dirty as... this screen is really dirty. Seems to have gotten something. The LEDs on this box here seem to be pretty... well, no, they're not blinking. Okay. Bad archive mirror, incorrect mirror, just specified, mirror is not available, possibly due to unreliable internet connection, is broken, or does not support the current Ubuntu version. Well, that's a problem. Now there are many troubleshooting steps I could go through to resolve the issues, but it's just not worth it. Pretty much could just install this right back in it and it would work fine, unless it fails. I don't know. I've already got backups of the data, so it really doesn't matter if the hard drive dies. I can just find another one and install it in here. I just wanted another SSD laptop besides my current one, which is using a SATA SSD, and using a real SSD, not just this compact flash adapter in here. Maybe if I tried more steps, it would work. Maybe. But it's just not worth it. It's too much effort for pretty much no benefit. Compact flash is still very slow, and it's always been very slow. So, to be honest, there's really no benefit to doing this. I just did it because I thought, you know, why not follow the Draga... wow, that was easy. The Draga 1 path of installing SSDs in every laptop I own. And this is the result. It didn't work. Yeah. Can't even get the compact flash card. Okay. So, 32 gigabytes. Focus. Compact flash. There's this model number if you want to not see that. I can't see it. Maybe if I actually focused on it on the floor, it would help. There we go. There's the model number. Very exciting. This adapter was made in China. It's very basic, generic adapter. Got cable select and some other cool things. There's the model number if you want to pick it up yourself on Amazon. However, do get a modern adapter. This is 2008 and this is... I don't believe it actually says. No, but there's a better model number over here if you want to pick it up. This exact one. That cut there was not to adjust the focus, it's because I ran out of... oh, jeez. Calm down. There you go, there's the exact model number for you, if you want to check it out. Or try and get it working like I didn't. If you have any suggestions on how to get this working, leave them in the comments. In the meantime, I guess I'll see you later. Holy shit. So apparently, a reinstall of Windows XP onto this compact flash card actually made it start working again, and it's actually going through the setup right now. I'm surprised too. I didn't actually expect this to happen. I don't have much time to record anymore, so I guess I'll let it finish and record something when it does. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It took quite a while to get through the copying files phase. I can't imagine it would take that long to install devices, so it might be pretty fast, it might be pretty slow. Once it's done and I reboot, we'll find out how fast it's actually going, and hopefully it doesn't have a hour-long installation phase. I don't know. I'm trying to think back to Draga1's video where he did the same thing with the compact flash card on the Power Mac G4. I don't remember if that was fast or slow, but this is... oh, here we go. This is much, much slower than that, so... I don't know. Like I said, I was going to use this as a headless server for things. Can't really do that with Windows XP. I also can't really type one-handed. I don't really need an admin account right now. Yes. Okay. Anyway, once it's finished, I'll start recording again, and we can explore the times it takes to open things and just overall how it performs. Now, I didn't actually discuss the specs of this machine. It actually has a Pentium M processor with a 1.73 gigahertz clock speed and 2 gigs of RAM, I believe, maxed out. So that's as fast as it's gonna get, really. And they do make SD card to IDE cards or actual IDE SSDs, but that's a little more money than I'm willing to put into this. I was originally going to get a Power Mac G3 and put this in it to hope it would be faster and solid, I guess. But if it's gonna perform slowly like this, then I'm probably just gonna have to get a hard drive like this one. I could just wipe it and put OS 9 on here. I'm not going to OS 10. So I guess we'll see how it works out. On the bright side, it is silent aside from the loud fan. Which, now that I think about it, I should probably elevate so it actually gets some air in it. And I'll come back when it actually finishes installing.